All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, here's the thing: I'm not trying to defend nobody when doing this podcast episode. I'm not trying to make Andrew Tate seem like a saint. I'm not trying to make Nicki Minaj and Cardi B seem like that they're saints. At the end of the day, I'm gonna be truthfully honest with you guys. Now I have heard some, Cardi B and Nicki Minaj music. There are some good songs of theirs. And there was a video that I did see of Andrew Tate where I was like, well, why can't he be like this all the time? Why does he have to be disrespectful? And there's at times where I'm thinking that with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj. It's like, nobody in this world is perfect. Everybody got their grow up stories and places that they were raised in, the environments that they were in and or like introduced into and stuff, where it's like they had no control over who they are, but at the end of but all right, actually, you know what, no, let me take back that statement. People do have control over who they are, but I just feel like if people are very impressionable, where stuff like latches onto them easily, then yeah, you are gonna get the Andrew Tates and Cardi B's and Nicki Minaj's. But here's the thing though. When have you ever heard somebody, and you're not saying that it needs to happen, and even with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, it's like, if they're putting in work with what they are doing, then okay, then they deserve everything that's coming to them. At the end of the day, if people know that they're doing wrong, then okay, they're doing wrong. But trying to compare somebody's music, their art and craft, to because when I hear music, at the end of the day, it's music that you either can vibe to, you could get a message from that song, whatever it is. Obviously, I don't look at Cardi B and Nicki Minaj when it comes to motivational music and stuff. They come off as people that make party type music, music, I guess, just in that genre, in that field. And then, with Andrew Tate, it's like with the stuff that he says, it's disrespectful, and the thing is, yeah, I'm pretty sure Cardi B and Nicki Minaj then said some disrespectful stuff in their music. I don't listen to enough of their music, so I wouldn't overall know. But if it came down to it on whether listening to their music or listening to Andrew Tate being disrespectful and stuff, it's like, I think we all know the obvious answer. I've spoken out about how I feel about people like Andrew Tate, and yeah, I'm not with that. You can't compare, because that's like, if that's the case, then we gotta compare all music to Andrew Tate thing, because there's gang members, they make music. There's I guess cowboys, I don't know, it's people that make country music. What else? People that make comedy music. Like, if we're gonna be sitting around judging everybody, bro, this world would never progress in life. That's why I try to avoid judging people, because there's just, you ain't gonna make no progress in that. If you're, judging but also helping, then okay. But if you're just flat out judging, then yeah, that's stuff where it's like, and I guess the times where I have listened to Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's music, yeah, those probably at times will say some judging stuff, but that's just music. Music is music. You can't compare music to Andrew Tate. You can't compare art to disrespect. And I consider, the thing is this, whether it's crappy music or whether it's good music, music is art, bro. You can't look at what Andrew Tate says as art. Now, if you agree with him on what he says, fam, that is you, that is your life, that is what you want to do. I'm not going to have no say-so in it. I'm not going to try to take that away from you. If you look at Andrew Tate as somebody motivational, okay, fam, that is on you. But me, I'm not going to look at him as motivation. I'm going to make my own motivation in life. I'm going to motivate myself. I don't need people to tell me, oh, this is how you got to act towards women, or this is how you got to do this, or this is how you got to do that. Why could I not learn that stuff on my own? That's why it was like people like Andrew Tate. It's like, the thing is this. I never really understood his success. And I know I just said, like, like I'm trying not to be a judging person, but at the same time, it's like with somebody like him, when you kind of set yourself up for failure and you just out here attacking people, and now you're motivating all these people across the world where it's like, oh, it's okay to disrespect women. And then there's all these women across the world where they're all like, well, why am I getting disrespected? What did I do to this individual? And it's like they're easily manipulated. And that's what I mean, like, by people. It's like, look, you can't. I don't want people looking at me like that. I don't want people looking at anybody like that where it's like you're waiting for me to say something so you can carry that without your life. Like, unless it's some motivational stuff that's gonna help you become because the thing is this: what I want from my listeners, from my viewers, from my fans, supporters, is that they hear something that I say, they take it, make it into something of their own, and they become bigger than me. I don't want people to just be out here like, rolling out red carpets, worshiping the ground that I walk on, treating me like a king or a god. And I feel like that Andrew Tate, he lives for that type of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, of course they got like their queen personalities and stuff. But I'm like, even then, I'm like, I'd still feel like that type of stuff. It's like and that's one of the main reasons why I get on people when it's like when I'm talking on like crazy fan stories where fans just be acting wild, going to people, because you put out this message that you're this king, queen, god, whatever, and it's like you're this person that you gotta worship, and it's like, yeah, you're gonna have people out there that worship you, and it's not good. It's not good at all, because it's like you're either gonna get Andrew Tate fans, or you gonna get those crazy fans that's showing up to your house. I just want to see you. I want to shake your hand. I want to touch you. I want to do all this weird stuff. And it's like, no, bruh, no. That's why it's just with stuff like that. I guess like with me, I'm just different. I think if there's probably one of many reasons why I'm not as successful as I want to be, is probably because of stuff like that, where it's like, I don't view myself that way. I don't want to view myself that way. I don't want to be disrespectful to women, but I also don't want to make music where I'm putting out these messages for whatever reason and stuff, so yeah, that's me. I'm like, that's just, I guess, who I am. And I'm like, maybe if I was one of those individuals, yeah, I probably would have blown up. But I'm like, I don't want my blow up to be because of some stuff that's going to blow up my career, but in a negative way. I want to say something that's like, oh, okay, like, that's inspiring. Because I'm like, the thing is this, throughout my time being a content creator, and I've been a content creator for 13 years. Like, I noticed that when I bring good with the videos, the Twitch streams, whatever it is, when I bring good to whatever I'm doing, I notice that I get like a good feedback, like I receive good feedback and stuff. Like, I still remember when I made one of like my first like few fans and stuff with content creating. And I remember when it was like this hacking group. I think they at the time was hacking Xbox. Was it X? I think it was Xbox. But anyways, there was this hacking group called Lizard Squad. And I remember I was making videos, just kind of like going off on them. It's like, you ain't paid for nobody's Xbox. You ain't paid for their video game service, all this other stuff. But you going around hacking. I'm like, that ain't cool, bruh. So I was just I was stating out how I felt. And then also, was updating people on what was going on. I think the last video I did was like saying how all their information had got leaked out and all that stuff. And so, yeah, it was like, but no, I remember where I had made a fan from that. And it's somebody that I consider a friend. Like, I hadn't talked to him in years, but, like, he was one of my, like, OG supporters when it came to YouTube videos. And this was, like, before I got into doing reaction videos. But, yeah, he was one of my OG supporters. He was somebody where I was like, ended up like I think it was like he either added me or I added him on like social media. But yeah, overall he's somebody where I'm like still to this day like friends with him on social media and things. So it's just that's something that I carry with me. But I'm like, I noticed that I get better feedback when I do stuff like that. When I'm, it's like something that it's a overwhelmingly, agreement, with just whatever it is that's going on. So if it's like me trying to put out a positive message towards some negative stuff, yeah, it's like I noticed that I get some positive, feedback and stuff. And I'm like, that's what I aim for in life. I don't want to be all like, oh, let's just disrespect people left and right, because that's what's gonna get me famous. That's what's gonna put money. And then it's like when you sit down and look at those three individuals, that's why I feel like they're like bad people to, look up to, because if you look at the stuff that they're going through to this day, or today, you got where Andrew Tate, he's going through his stuff right now. I think with the I think they was like, it was some raid that had happened on him, and I think they were pretty much saying that he was like a pimp. It was like, to, I guess, put it in simple terms, he was a pimp, and yeah, he was pimping out women and stuff. So I couldn't think of the politically correct term to place it and stuff. I'm like, just the term that I know. He's getting arrested, I think over in Romania for, being a pimp, and he was pimping out women and stuff. And I'm like, he's going through that. Cardi B went through her issues where they said that she was drugging men and robbing them, like back in her early days and stuff. And then with Nicki Minaj, I remember she was going through her stuff where she was really trying to get on Travis, because this is when Travis Scott had he released this album. What was it called? Astro World. I was like, no, the song was called Sicko Mode, but no, his album was called something else. But anyways, so I remember Travis Scott, that album did well. Like I think it was like #1 album in the world. But Nicki Minaj was mad about that, and she was like, oh, the only reason why his album is #1 is because he has a baby and he's doing all this other stuff. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like Nicki Minaj. And then even I remember Nicki Minaj done had some stuff happen throughout her career. I think the one that I'll never forget was when she was trying to get into it with Mariah Carey, and I'm like, what? I'm like, what? You made a song with her. How is it? Nicki Minaj just came off as one of those people where it's like, maybe if I like meet her and actually see like how she is like as a person, then I'm like, okay, maybe, it could be on some stuff where I'm judging a book by its cover. Maybe Nicki Minaj is in the right, but yeah, at the end of the day, it's like, the thing is this, you pick and choose who you are going to, I guess, like in this world. So if you like people like Andrew Tate, then that's on you. If you like people like Cardi B, that's on you. If you like people like Nicki Minaj, that's on you. If you like people like me, or even the people that I've beefed with, that is 100% on you. At the end of the day, it's like, if you, I feel like, live not in your version of a good life where it's like, negative things bring goodness to me. It brings goodness to my heart. No. It's like, because if it's going to have a negative feedback, that ain't good for you. If you're all like, oh, well, being hateful and disrespectful and all that, that brings happiness to me. That ain't going to bring long-term happiness. That's just going to have it where you got to constantly, fight battles left and right. And it's like, unless if that's your type of party, then yeah, that's on you. But me, I'm like, look, I'm trying to live a peaceful life. I'm trying to be my own person. I don't want to be an Andrew Tate or the male versions of Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. I don't care about none of that stuff. I care about me being TMossBoss, me being Tyler, me being the person that posts gaming videos, reaction videos, my own music, streams, or not Vines. I wish Vines, but TikToks. What else? Yeah, it's just stuff that I want to do. It's like, I don't want to do what other people are doing. I don't want to think like how other people are thinking. But yeah, the main motivation behind this is that I saw a post on Facebook. One of my friends shared it. I'm like, I don't even want to get into a discussion with it because I know it's going to be some stuff. But they said that, the post had said that it's not okay for Andrew Tate to inspire young boys to be strong, but it's okay for Cardi B and Nicki Minaj to encourage young girls to behave like prostitutes. I might end up sharing the post and being like, at the end of the day, if that's how you want to portray it, then that's on you. I don't think that about Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, because at the end of the day, it's like, that's not who they are. They're not a prostitute, I guess. No, they're not. I'm like, I don't know where they even had came from, because it's like when you start thinking about it, then you're like, when have they ever done that? Like, for the most part, these girls are just rappers. I think I think Cardi B did some stripping. I'm like, if that's the thing, is this what people seem to forget and understand is, again, when you get placed in an environment that you feel like that, because the thing is this, there's always an answer to something, so when you feel like you're stuck somewhere, no, you're not stuck. You're deep off somewhere, but you're not stuck. There's always an exit. I think people just need to understand that. So if you feel like that, the only thing that you're good for in life is stripping or prostituting or selling drugs or being disrespectful and stuff. No, you don't have to do that. The thing is this, that exit might be hundreds and hundreds of miles away. If you are willing to put in the work to find that exit and get into a positive and outgoing life, fam, how could you possibly fail? You gotta look at it like that. It's like, how could you possibly fail in life if you're putting in the work to actually get better in life? And it's like, if you want to know how to get better, it's like, just, I guess, like, because if people are like, well, what could I possibly do? There's many things. I can't be, the spokesperson for your life or the narrator, commentator, whatever you want to call it. It's like, you gotta find these things yourself. But I guess, like, if there is anything, work out. Make music, make like beats or something, like EDM or something, play video games, what else, become a cook, what are some other things, just create art. Like, yeah, I feel like that's like one thing that people just need to overall, it's like, create art, like do drawings and stuff, even if they suck, still do it, try out things, because I think people are afraid of trying out things. And once you're afraid of trying out things, and that's when you're like, okay, well then that's why I gotta go and do this or do that, and it's stuff that you don't even need to be doing in the first place. But yeah, it's like, overall, I just think that people just need to stop being so impressionable and looking up to people like Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, and Andrew Tate. Look up to yourself. Be your own person. Be the reason why somebody looks up to you for motivation and stuff, but also motivate them to be like, just could have that domino effect where it's like me motivating somebody, and then they go and motivate somebody, and then that person motivates, and it's just a domino effect and stuff. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 46 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Also, if you are purchasing any energy drinks or sleep drinks from Poggers, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss, and we'll knock 10% off of your next purchase. If you want to know more about Poggers and SeatGeek, you can go to my bio section on Twitter, and you'll see all the information that you need to see there. So it's just their profiles, and you just click on their profiles, go to the website. There you go. So, but anyways, thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.